All right, begin with just taking your strap in your hands, wrapping it around once, good. Separate your feet about the width of the mat. So they're a little wider than hip width distance. And I want you to pull the band apart and simultaneously rock left and right. So you can have a shorter distance between you can tighten it a little bit. Like bring them a little bit closer. Oh no, I didn't know that. How old was the dog? Yeah, I will call her for sure. Here, we'll start with reach up. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. I will call her. When did that happen? Okay. You know, I've been thinking about calling them because I haven't seen them, and I usually call them. But yeah, of course. All right, reach your arms up, hold it there, and just reach Arnie over towards the right side. Good. Push your hips towards the left. Keep your chin lifted, and then swing it towards the center, back over towards the left side. Good. We're gonna keep going back and forth. Swing it forward, so reaching forward, and then reaching over towards the right side. Good. Again, one more time here, and then swing it to the center and reach over towards the left. Good. And come back to the center. Separate your hands a little bit, so let that band widen the distance a little bit, and then we're going to reach your arms back. So we're going to open up here in your shoulders. So reach the arms back and have those arms, yeah, perfect, so far apart that you can swing them forward and back. So now reach your arms forward, keep that grip, and then bring them back. Good. And then come forward and back. Good. One more here. Oops. Good. And release. Come back to the center. Shake your arms out. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. You can keep holding the strap. Just hang up your hands on your hips and make circles with your hips. And feel your feet on the floor. So feel the weight shifting on your feet as much as you can. And then reverse direction. Good. All right, come to the center. Rock forward on your toes, lift your heels, and then come back. So lift and come down. Lift and lower. Good. 3 more. Yeah, she is doing so much better. I think that the tick-borne illness was happening for a couple weeks and we didn't realize it. And I know, and I ordered the new stuff, so she'll be set. All right, now can you bring your strap underneath your left foot? Yeah, it was the second time, but I just walked her. She's doing much better. Acting way more herself, excited. And just lift up the foot just a little bit, Arnie. Not too far up. We're just going to hold here. And then bring it down. Lean your weight onto that leg that you just lifted. Lifting the weight off that right leg. Good. And come back. Ground down through that right foot. Lift your left leg and hold with the strap. Good. Flexing your toe a little bit. Good. You can hover. Just like hover right above the floor. So really we want to just focus on grounding through that right leg and letting those micro movements have good. And then come down, push that left foot onto the floor. Lift your right leg up. Good. This is going to be probably one of the hardest things we do today is this balance. And everything else is going to be very relaxing. Good. And then bring that right foot back down to the floor. And then one more, lift that left foot just a few inches off the floor. Squeeze your glutes, so activate your butt muscles here. Good, and release. And then let the strap go, bend one knee and then the other. So, or I mean, like in your hands, but you can still hold it. We're not totally done with the strap. Just, I meant like let it off your foot. There you go. So now I want you to bend one knee and then the other. So give yourself a little wiggle. Good. All right, so now bring the strap underneath your right foot. Good. And I want you to lean on that right foot. Just lean on that right foot and let your left toes be on the ground, but you know, less weight on that left foot. Good. And then lift it back. So now push down through the left foot and lift that right foot up a little bit, hovering here, just like an inch off the floor. Try to steady your breath. Good. And then bring it back down. And then again, shift it back, left foot. Boo-boo's in there. Boo-boo's arrived. Good, and come forward. I love seeing pets in the house. That house deserves to have animals in it. All right, right foot gets the weight, so lean forward a little bit. Left toe is on the ground. Hi, Boo-boo. Good, and then shift your weight back. Left foot gets the weight. Right heel lifts up off the floor an inch or two. Good, and then release. All right, let it go. Now you can let that strap go to the side, but we'll use it towards the end. All right, can you bring your hands to your lower back? Push your hips forward, back bend here. And come to the center. Lean forward a little bit here, so you stretch your back, pitch forward. Lock your legs so your knees are, you know, there's no knee in your leg, no bend. Good. And then come back again, back bend, push your hips forward. Good. And release. Come back to the center. All right. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Reach your right arm up and over. Push your hips towards that right side. Good. And release. Bring it back down. Left hand up, right hand on your hip. Push it over. Reach that left arm up and over. Good. And release. Come back down. All right. Come down to a seated position. So we're going to come on down to making your way. And good. I'm going to lower this. Good. All right. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. You can close your eyes and feel how your body moves as you breathe. And when your mind wanders, just notice what thoughts you're having and where your thoughts are going, and see if you can unhook from following them and come back to feeling your hands on your body, moving as you breathe in and moving as you breathe out. And again, when your mind wanders, come back. And then bringing both hands to your chest, both hands to your heart space, and moving your hands like so. You kind of rub your chest here. So just rubbing your heart area. And then we want to cultivate some gratitude. So just thinking of something that you're grateful for, someone that you're grateful for. And just feel that heat on your hands and on your chest starting to build a little bit as you also think about that person or that thing or that situation that you're grateful for, that thing, that health, the people that you love. And again, one more thing that you're grateful for. What's the one more thing? Good. And then let's extend that into a hug. So go ahead and give yourself a hug, holding onto your shoulders. Give yourself a squeeze, thanking yourself for showing up for yourself, for taking the time out of your day to fill your cup, to connect to your gratitude. setting an intention for today's session. Whatever you want to bring into your Saturday. And take a deep breath in and let it go. All right, open your eyes. Good. All right, bend your knees, plant your feet on the ground. I'm going to be nice and gentle for this portion. Rock left and right. And then rock over towards that left side. The next time you rock towards the left, let the knees stay there for a moment, looking towards the right. Good. And come back to the center. Rock them over towards the left, towards the right. Look towards the left. Good. And come back to the center. Extend your legs out just a little bit, so the knees aren't straight, but they're not fully bent. And can you push the tops of your hands onto the floor? So we're going to stretch your wrists out here. So tops of the hands on the floor, fingertips point towards the kitchen. Good. And then point the fingertips out to the side. Palms facing down, so it looks like that. And then rock left and right, so you get into the inside of your wrist here. And the inside of your palm can kind of lift up a little bit maybe as you rock. Good. All right, and come back to the center. Can you bring your bottoms of your feet together to touch? And hold on to your feet and flutter your knees a little bit here. Good. And then let your knees be still and massage your ankle, massage the bottoms of your foot, and then we'll get into your ankle. So then start with the heel, the arch of your foot. Yeah, and with the neuropathy, we'll do actually let the left leg stay bent and your right leg come out. Arnie, we're gonna do 2 hands, 1 foot. So let your right leg come out straight and just focus on your left foot. Massaging into your toes, so waking those toes up. And into your ankle, so making your way up into the ankle. And the beginning of your calf muscle here. Good. And then get into the calf muscle. You can even pinch your calf muscles. There's a physical therapist. I think it was Ben Lefkowitz. He would always say, if you feel a pain, go up. So if you have a pain in your foot, travel up and see what's going on above where the pain is coming like above the pain. So if it's in your back, go to your neck. All right, and then make your way, let the leg be out straight. So let that left leg come out straight. And now take the heel of your hand and fist your hands, and we're gonna pound. And you can make it like a fist, like a total fist. And yeah, so you get, and try to relax your leg as you pound it out like you're making chicken marsala, prepping the meat. Good. And then release. Let that leg just relax and just take note of how your leg feels. Maybe it feels a little different than the other one, right? All right, good. Now we're gonna do the other side. So start with this right leg. We're gonna just rock it a little bit just to get the hip open so that we can comfortably hold it there. Good. And then get into your massage. So massaging the arch of your foot, kind of applying the pressure, pushing from center outward. Getting into your toes. And then into your ankle. and your calf. Good. And you can imagine that like there's light coming out of your hands and it's traveling into your calf and then moving down into your feet, relieving your feet from any tension that is holding there. So that light is coming down through your calf into your feet and then releasing right out through the bottoms of your feet. Good. And let that leg go. Pound it out. Good. Good. And then really sweep both legs out. So running your hands right out from the hips down to your legs, out through your feet. Flick your hands. Good. And then we're going to spin around, we're going to come on into your tabletop position. So, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Good. We're going to start with some gentle cat-cows. Good. Exhale, rounding your spine, back up to the ceiling. Inhale, chest forward. Good. Exhale, round. Exhale. Good. 2 more rounds, letting your hands be firmly pushed down into the ground. And release. Separate your knees. Toes can come towards each other, and can you push your hips back, dropping your elbows on the ground so you can support yourself as you push your hips back, and just sort of see how far you can go back that your knees allow into that child's pose. Your arms can stay out in front, letting your head rest towards the floor. Come back to the intention you set. Breathe in. And as the exhale, imagine your lower back expanding. Good. Palms push down on the ground. We're going to come up again. And we're going to go from push your knees back a little bit and then drop your hips a little forward. We're going to get into our lower back. So this is going to be a dynamic movement. So your hands can stay on the floor. Your hands can stay on the floor. Push your hips back. So it's going to be like back from a child's pose to then coming forward, dropping your hips, almost like the beginning of an upward facing dog. Good. Pushing the hips back and then come forward. Good. Exhale. Push it back. Inhale, come forward. How are your knees? They're okay. Good. Okay, good. All right. And then coming back to the center. Now just make circles with your hips. So now making big circles with your hips. Splaying your fingers apart. So noticing how your hands are on the ground. And then reverse direction. And coming back to the center. All right, give yourself a little like tail wag. So kind of recenter. Yeah, there you go. All right, shaking it out. Extend your right leg straight back. The right leg goes straight back. Lifting it up, and then notice how your upper body might slump down. Try to push through your arms, keeping your arms straight. Lift that right leg up and release, bring it back down to the floor. Extend the left leg back. Lift that left leg up. So you're gonna lift your heart almost like you would be in a cow position. So belly comes further down, lifting your heart up. and release that knee back down. Other side, right leg, send it back and up, lift, hold, and release, bring it down. Left leg comes back and up, hold, and release it down. Good. Now we're gonna do some hip circles here. Shift your weight to that left knee, bring your right knee out and make circles going in one direction. 2, there you go, right, good. Squeeze your growth, 3, 4, and 5. Go and bring it down and then the opposite direction. So back and forward as you bring it around. 4, and 5, good. Other side. Left leg, left knee makes this circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse direction, whatever right direction you didn't do. 4 and 5, excellent. Okay, have a block handy, so bring a block towards the top of your mat. Left hand stays on the ground, right arm comes up. Reach your right arm up, make circles with that right hand. Good, and then sweep it under, threading the needle. Sweep that right arm under. Bring the block closer to you to support for your head. Hips come back towards your heels. Reach the left arm up towards the top of your mat, and then you can begin to walk it towards that right side. Breathing through your nose. Good. 5 more full breaths here. So we're going to stay here for an extra few. Getting into our shoulders here. Letting your head be heavy on the block. And then push down through that right arm. Ground your right arm. We're going to come back to that tabletop position. Cat cow. So do a few cat cows here just to re-neutralize your spine. Coming back to that center. Good. All right. And then we're going to come bring your left. Oh, look who it is. Somebody wants some attention. Oh, nice. Is he just saying goodbye to you? Was he just saying goodbye to you? Nice. Yeah, it's cute. All right, left hand comes down to the, right hand comes down to the floor. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Lift and then sweep it under. Thread the needle. Sweep it under. Push your hips back. We'll bring the block towards your head so you can rest your head, creating that X with your plus sign with your arms. Reaching that left arm towards that left side. Right hand comes up towards the top left hand corner of the mat. Coming back to your breath. Two more breaths here. Breathing in, feeling your body on the exhale, expanding through your lower back. Good. And then slide that right hand down. Bring your left hand out. Good. Coming back up. All right, we're going to do a little combination of all those things here. So we're going to bring your, first stretch your wrist. So flip your left hand, top of your left hand on the floor. Good. And make baby circles here. So maybe little circles. Yeah, holding it. And then the other side, right at the top of the right hand comes onto the mat, and then the fingertips point towards your knee. Good. And then release, come back down. All right. Come onto your knees. So we're going to come to just lift your upper body up for a moment here to reset before. And I know this is a lot on your knee maybe, but lower back, hands on your lower back, baby. Back bend here. Good. And release, come back down. You got a partner. What a good boy. Wow. He is so, I just did a screenshot. He is huge. He wants to do it with you. You want, wow. That's, yeah, that's a lot of muscle too. All right, we're gonna do a little here. We're gonna go, this is the last, like, you know, animal shape we're gonna make here. So reach your right arm up, left leg back, extend, lengthen through your spine, and then bring it down. Other side, left leg back, right arm forward, extend, good. Bye, have fun. And then is she good? Nice. All right, other side, right leg or left leg back, right arm. And release, bring it down. Last one, other side. Good. And release. All right, come onto your belly. So bring yourself down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tops of the feet on the ground. Let your legs relax. Lift your heart. Elbows behind you. Look up. And release. Bring it down. Let your forehead touch the ground. Shake your hips a little left and right. All right, push the tops of your feet on the ground. Lift your heart. Lift up. Look up. And release. Bring it down. Wiggle your hips. And then let your hips be still. One more like this. Squeeze your glutes. Use your back muscles. Lift up. And release. Good. All right, reach your arms out in front. We're going to do lengthen through your spine. Left leg lifts up like a 2x4. Right arm lifts up. Hold. You got it. And release. Bring it down. Other side. Lift the right leg, left arm. Hold. And release. Bring it down. Shake your hips. One more. Hold. Lift. And release. Last side. Lift and hold. Good. All right. All right. Roll yourself onto your back, and actually you can spin around. And you know what, Arnie, you can actually pull the screen to your side. So when you lay down, you can bring it to your right or your left side. So I'm closer to your midline, and you can see better. So you can bring the iPad over towards like the middle, like closer to you, off to the side, so you could see it better maybe. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Good. And then bring a block so that you should have 2 blocks, right? Good. So have one. You can have one under your head, or the pillow can be under your head. All right, bend your knees and windshield wiper them left and right. Good. And then come back to the center. Extend your right leg straight up, holding onto the back of your right leg. And we're going to stay here for a little bit. And then bend the knee, pull that knee in, hold on towards your like your right ankle area. So holding on to your right ankle, pull that knee in towards your armpit. So it's like a half happy baby. Good. There you go. Yep, you got it. And holding there, make circles with your foot. So holding there, make circles with your foot, like to try stretch your ankle. Yep, there you go. Good. And then release. Release that leg. And let it go. Left leg comes up. Extend that left leg up, holding the back of the left leg, flexing your toes, pointing to the space above your head. Good. You can make some circles with your foot, with your toes, so that your ankle gets the stretch. Good. Come back to that intention you set. Let your foot be still and just pull that leg so you really stretch the whole back of that leg. Bend the knee, walk your hands up so you're holding on towards your ankle, pulling that knee in towards your left armpit. So you can grab hold that ankle, yep, and so the ankle or like the calf, like the middle of the calf, pulling that knee in towards your armpit so you get into your hips here. You have the option of letting that right leg be straight out or bent, it's up to you. Good. And then release. Let that left leg go. Straight out. All right. Bend your knees. Pull your knees. Bend your knees. Grab the block. And we're going to bring the block underneath your lower back. And you could start on the lower setting, holding there for a few breaths, and then making your way to a higher level of the block. And your knees can stay bent, or you can let them be straight. Good. Let your arms relax by your side on the mat. The palms can face up, and you can close your eyes here, relax your shoulders, and imagine yourself just being a conduit for that gratitude that you have for others. And come back to that intention that you set. And then keep your knees, bend your knees if they're not bent. Push down through your feet. Lift your hips here. Hold here for a moment. So use your glutes. Lift yourself. Lift your hips here. And then slowly bring your hips down to the floor. Lay your back down to the floor. Pull your knees into your chest. Good. Bring your right foot down to the floor. Cross your left leg over. And push that left knee away from you. So before we twist, we want to open the hip even more. So let the left knee push away from you. So keeping that leg crossed. Good. And then twist all the way over towards the right side. So let those knees drop towards the right side. They can be uncrossed or staggered. Your right hand can slide down your leg towards your knee to pull gently. And then coming back to the center. Good. Cross your left leg over your right ankle, right leg over your left knee, and just take a moment there. And then we're gonna twist over towards the left side. Relax that right arm. Good. And then coming back to the center, coming into a happy baby. So holding on to your ankles, rock left and right. And let your legs be out up high so you get a kind of an inversion. Good. Letting your legs be up. Push down through your back and slowly with control, engaging your core, lower your legs down to the ground. Nice job. You can reach your arms out or up. We'll do one more. Let's do the banana stretch. So reach your arms up, hold on to your left wrist, and then reach your upper body towards the right side, using that right hand to pull your left arm. And then come back to the center. Holding onto your right wrist, reach it up and over towards the left side. And then coming back to the center, relax your arms down by your side. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Part your lips and let it all out. Coming into Shavasana. Allowing your body to melt into the floor. Feeling the weight of your legs, the weight of your arms and your torso. Relaxing the muscles on your face. And the space between your eyebrows. Come back in your mind to that intention. Let it come through you. Let it just be a part of you and let it go. movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. And reach your arms up overhead. Bend your knees, pull your knees into your chest. Rock left and right. Rock to one side and coming up to a seated position. Taking a deep breath in. Letting it go. You can just stay here for a moment. Putting your order in for the rest of your day, what you want it to be like, how you want to feel. I'm feeling that in this moment. And then bring your hands together. You can place them over your chest. Namaste, Arnie.